Alberta Environment and Parks Minister Nixon has accused Federal Environment Minister Steven Guilbeault of asking him to sign a non-disclosure agreement, NDA, before discussing the proposed emissions cap for the oil and gas sector. Nixon made the allegation in a press conference on Monday, saying that he received a letter from Guilbeault last week requesting a meeting to discuss the federal plan to reduce greenhouse gas emissions by 40 to 45% below 2005 levels by 2030. However, Nixon said the letter also asked him to sign an NDA that would prevent him from sharing any information from the meeting with the public or the media. "I find this request to be outrageous and unacceptable," Nixon said. "Albertans have a right to know what the federal government is planning to do to their economy and their livelihoods." Nixon said he refused to sign the NDA and asked Guilbeault to withdraw the request. He also said he would not meet with Guilbeault until he receives a clear explanation of the federal emissions cap and how it would affect Alberta's oil and gas industry. Nixon said he believes the federal emissions cap is a de facto production cap that would limit the growth and development of Alberta's energy sector and harm the province's economy. He said Alberta has already taken significant steps to reduce its emissions, such as implementing a carbon tax, a methane reduction plan, and a technology innovation fund. He also said Alberta is working with industry groups such as the Oil Sands Pathways Alliance, a coalition of major oil sands producers, to achieve net zero emissions by 2050. "We are not opposed to reducing emissions, but we are opposed to being singled out and targeted by the federal government," Nixon said. "We will not accept any plan that jeopardizes our constitutional right to develop our natural resources." Guilbeault's office did not respond to a request for comment by the time of publication. However, in a previous interview with CBC's The House, Guilbeault said the federal emissions cap is not intended to limit oil and gas production, but rather to encourage innovation and efficiency in the sector. He also said the federal government is working collaboratively with Alberta on a number of environmental issues, such as biodiversity and tailings pond remediation. He said he hopes to have a constructive dialogue with Nixon and other provincial counterparts on the emissions cap and other climate policies. "I wouldn't say things are great, but I'm saying we have our differences, but we have also the capacity to work them out," Guilbeault said.